You may recall the game plan was to hire a motorbike in Hanoi and ride up through the northeastern mountains of Vietnam along the Chinese border and looping south to Ha Long Bay area. In the last episode, we left the hustle and bustle of Hanoi and headed northwest to HaGiang, where we came across the idyllic VuLin Farmstay, hosted by the wonderful Zhang and his family. In this episode, we travel further north to HaGiang, gateway to the famous HaGiang Loop. And on the way, we see how an Australian icon is helping sustain the Vietnamese material industry. And I get to try out the unique Vietnamese egg coffee. Take up where we left off, exiting the VuLin Farmstay.
Well, they say it's a dog's life. It's a dog's life here too.
On the menu.
On the menu? Oh no!
On your menu.
Poor doggy is on the menu. See you later.
Yes.
Come on.
From what I've observed about this dog is that there'd be a family mutiny if he was going to end up in the pot.
Thank you.
He's been showered with plenty of family loves, so I reckon he's pretty safe.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
It was a lovely experience staying there, and the location is cited in the description of this video.
Well, what a wonderful little farmstay that was. Very welcoming. Last night we had a meal with the family, which was absolutely terrific.
I'm a firm believer that being a little bit intrepid can bring great rewards. Now the journey begins to make our way through these minor village roads to the main road that heads north to HaGiang.
Heading off the plywood.
These small logs are harvested from the extensive eucalypt plantation forests and are heading for a local peeling plant where they are peeled, forming a timber sheet a couple millimetres thick. These sheets form the material basis for plywood manufacturing. Peeled timber is stacked in drying racks that line the roads in this area for tens of kilometres. Peelings only take a few days to dry before heading off to the gluing process. The trees are harvested in such a way to promote the growth of multiple trunks, and I believe that harvesting occurs every 5 years, with 3 harvests possible before the stump is pulled out and new stock is planted. The tight regular timber grain pattern gives an indication of how small the diameter of the log was that the ply was peeled from. I guess we should continue in order to get to the main road north.
Well, I love where Google Maps is taking us. Saying U-turn, turn right, turn left, and now we're heading out this way, which is interesting. I might get some fuel. Fancy coming across this.
And finally, the main road north.
Restaurant, pretty easy because there's a lot of tourism going on, particularly with the motorcycling, a lot of bike shops, bikes for rent, all that sort of stuff. And the menu here has got English in it, which is really handy. And the host of this restaurant, quite good, gave us nice tea, so I'm not going to knock this back. I'm not a tea drinker, but anything with ice, it's appreciated. Not as good as beer, but anyway.
Lemon and basil fruit.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's mint. Pretty much a standard breakfast is noodle soup, so that's arrived now and looks pretty tasty. Get some the lemon and some mint, and I reckon this is going to be alright. Looks pretty good to me. Might be just a bit hot, that's all. Coriander in that too. That is so good. Really good. I ordered this egg coffee, which is unique, I think, to Vietnam. And I understand that quite a few people aren't fans of this, but I'm keen to try it. It's only a small portion here. It's got a sort of a creamy layer on top, but it's clear underneath. Anyway, let's try it and see what it's like. That just goes to show that you actually got to try things yourself. Yep, probably have another one of those before the trip's out, I'd say. Also got some nice complementary fruits as well, so the watermelon, which is a great fruit to have in this climate, I tell you. Anyway, I'm going to be packing the bike now, and it's full of fuel, ready to go. The bike I got is actually fuel injected 110cc. It's yeah, not exactly a power horse. I've noticed that when I go to pass, when I'm riding my own bike back in Australia, it's you decide to pass something and you passed it before you really think about it. But here you're just sort of sitting out on the wrong side of the road like a sitting duck, really. But anyway, you just ride appropriately and yeah, try and avoid the pitfalls of getting run over. This is Tang, and you have your restaurant is 6 months old.
Yeah.
He's got a good business, tasty food, and yeah, very good to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the information.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
So yeah, great little restaurant, this one. So easy to find this place. Sort of major intersection in the town.
The contact for this great little restaurant is in the description of this video. And if you like coffee and you want to try something just a little bit different, I definitely recommend grabbing one of those egg coffees. Now to pick our way through the HaGiang from the south side to the north in order to access the scenic mountains of the north of Vietnam.
You know, taking a wrong turn's can be a bit of an adventure too, especially when Google's going turn right, turn left at the same time. But anyway, This looks pretty interesting, this little detour. Well, it's good to be leaving HaGiang and heading for the mountains. Kilometres out of HaGiang, and the traffic's dropped off quite a bit, and yeah, just want to show you what the road sort of turns into. It's just a typical windy mountain road, but I think it's going to get a bit more extreme as we progress. Let's just have a bit of a look. Yeah, pretty nice scenery here, so I'm just going to log off for a while and enjoy the ride.